basketball's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
McLean Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Canes will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Using his legs, it's Turner. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, you start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Here we go. Flagway on the play action. Oh, pressure's coming. Buried before he could blink.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Complete in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
And the Bears will line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. To throw, it's Mendoza. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Hurricanes will punt it away on fourth down. Trying to take it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Holds on, it's Porter. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Here's Lagway to pass. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Porter. Touchdown, Baylor! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route, and the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Canes have a lot of options on second and inches. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And here comes the offense on second down. Running right, Bryson Washington. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Left side, it's Mueller. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Flag wave. Fires immediately. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Motion from the back. They go play action with Lagway. Throws to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
And they'll stop him right there on the return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Back's got it on the screen. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quick catch.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
See some running room. Breaks into the open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Lagway. Right side, it's Turner. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They try to get it outside on the left. He breaks a tackle. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Finds his man on the RPO. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Here we go. He'll take it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Bryson Washington again. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Follows his blocks. It's Pringle. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The handoff. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to the run, it's Pringle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw, it's Mendoza. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Miller. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. close in on halftime. A timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Flagway wants to throw. Turns out it's Turner. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Boise State going up against Appalachian State. And it's the home squad looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The give. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Canes decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Looks it in. Smashes ahead. And there he goes. Touchdown Bears! Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes shoof, and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
They'll run it. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Canes are rolling down the field. Wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Miami. A great catch and run for 6. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. From deep, it's Miller. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Here's Lagway to pass. Out wide right, it's Dixon. Turns it on at midfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Drops back. It's Lagway. Caught. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Finds a crease at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. the Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Makes the quick grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wants to go up top on second down. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up. Down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Moving the pocket, it's Mendoza. Turns it upfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
The give to the back. Got some green grass. He's got the first down. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Finds a man in the middle.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Finds his tight end. Turning it on at the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Bears! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. The screen, and watch out! He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Caught, it's Cobb. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. You just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Throwing right. He's got it. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Canes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. A run for the quarterback. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down to the air. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And they've made it a 1-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Miller. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown Bears! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the ring. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to get them out flanked on the jet sweep. Finding some room. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Making the adjustment. Ready, go! Pushes ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Offense facing
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end, as they will concede defeat. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th